Hello, and welcome back to another 50 States of Strange. Today we're doing Hawaii, and I'm just going to get right into it. This is what we're starting with, so I'm just going to throw in a little bit more details and the creepy factor and some sand. But I'm going to start with the true crime first today instead of the paranormal and supernatural side of it. So if you are not into the true crime part and you want to skip that, go ahead and come back on and maybe it's not a long segment, so maybe 5 minutes if you don't want to hear the true crime part. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can just fast forward. So, yeah. Alright, I'm going to get some sandy colored paint going, and I'm going to talk to you about Orlando Gunnall. So this is kind of an intense story. It does involve kids, so yeah, prepare yourself. Giving you a little bit of backstory. Orlando Gunnall was just like a normal dude, married with kids, all that. But in February of 1991, he gets a back injury, which causes him to not be able to work at his job. But he also has a really tough time getting workman's comp. I'm not sure why or the details as to why he was having issues with that. But he couldn't get workman's comp. And so things are already going rough for him. And then he finds out that his wife is cheating on him with a coworker of hers named David. So he, of course, is upset and has every reason to be. But he starts kind of going off the rails, and he gets a little bit suicidal, and he goes a little bit off the rails, okay? And he is threatening to shoot himself, and thankfully his wife calms him down, and him and his wife get him to kind of chill out for a sec. Well, time goes by, and now we are in August of 1991, and he finds out that she is still cheating on him, but with a different dude named Michael Touchette. And so he, again, goes freaking nuts. Oh, thank you for the follow. And so I'm looking at some notes I have over here for this case, so sorry if I'm looking all over the place. So what happens is he goes to her parents' house, and he ends up shooting both of her parents, and they do die. And then he wounds his wife and son. And his brother Diego was also in the house at the time with his family. And so when this happened, he was able to, get his family out of the house, thankfully. But then, as if that wasn't bad enough, he adds insult to injury by setting that house on fire. And unfortunately, Michael's wife is severely burned, and their 2 children die. So it's just absolutely terrible. I get that he's upset that his wife cheated, but really, you just destroyed an entire family, bro. So he gets arrested, thank God, and they end up sentencing him to life in prison, where he is still currently serving to this day. And yeah, that's all I really wanted to talk about for the true crime portion. That was one of the more terrible things that I've found in terms of true crime in Hawaii, so it's just no good. Are you talking about O.J. Simpson? No, I am not, but this guy does fit on the list of guys you do not want to be in a relationship with. I was talking about Orlando Gunnall. If you look it up, he committed a heinous act back in the early 90s in Hawaii. You can, if you missed me talking about it at the beginning, you can go check this out when I post it on my YouTube channel, Azazel's Road Trip. That's where I post all of my 50 States of Strange episodes that I do on here. So you can go check it out later. I am going to spread that out. And let's move on to the paranormal, shall we? Interesting. Okay, so supernatural side of today's episode, I am going to talk to you a little bit about Pele, the volcano goddess. If I mispronounce anything during this time, I am so sorry. Please feel free to educate me on how to properly pronounce things, but just be respectful. That's all I ask. I'm fragile. Okay, so Pele is Queen Bee, okay? She is the volcano goddess of the islands, and she has been seen as a young woman in a red dress or an older woman with white hair. And if you see her, you are supposed to greet her with aloha, but you are supposed to offer help or assistance. If you don't offer help and assistance, death or just bad omens in general could befall you and your family. So when in doubt, just ask if they need help. You could save your life or someone else's. You never know. Okay, I'm trying to just kind of bring this color up. I have some white, and so I'm just trying to show that there's like water coming up on the sand, but I'm gonna go back over it with my secret weapon later. Okay, next. Oh, well, I guess this kind of goes off of Pele. So if you are crossing over the Pali Highway, do not have pork on you, because Pele's ex-boy toy is half pig, and so if you bring any pork with you on this highway, it said that a older woman will like show up and like make you stop your car, and she'll have a dog with her, and so you need to feed the pork to the dog before you continue on your way. Might just be safe to not travel with pork on the highway at all. Alright, now I'm going to start bringing in a little bit of a darker color. Because this isn't all just going to be one color. Kind of change it up a little bit. So, let me get a little bit of a darker brown going. I'm mixing with my brush because I'm too lazy to mix with something else first. Oh, thank you for the follow. And now I'm going to talk a little bit about the Menehune. I hope I said that right. They are little dwarf-like creatures, and they're tinkers, so they are really good craftsmen. They have been known to help build some of the infrastructure on the island. I didn't see anything about them being harmful or like pesty to people, but as with everything else, just let them be if you see them, and make sure that you treat the island with respect. And that being said, do not ever take home lava rocks from the islands. Ever. If you don't get anything else out of this, don't take lava rocks home with you, because you will be cursed. Okay. And last thing I got. Today's a really short episode. Mostly because I had kind of some health issues this morning. And so I am kind of in a lot of pain and kind of shaky, so I'm really just trying to give you guys a good painting with what I got. But I am going to mention the Waka Ipo, or also known as the Night Marchers. They carry around their weapons and torches, and if you hear or see them coming, you are supposed to lie face down on the ground, because if you don't, they will kill you. So yeah, be careful. Be careful out there. All right. Okay, we got some sand. It's kind of cool because it seems like it's reflecting the sunset. That's what I was going for anyway. I'm going to just should probably go ahead and now I'm going to take some of this white and kind of fix the line between the water and the sand. Ooh. There we go. Gotta bring some of the water up in here. I just got really quiet and focused. I am so sorry. Alright. This always happens. I get like really focused all of a sudden and forget to talk or breathe. Anybody that is popping in here got any interesting supernatural stories from Hawaii, whether you live there or have visited? Please feel free to mention it. Okay, now that I've got that looking more like water, I am going to do something that I have not done yet on here, and it might go terribly wrong. I'm actually going to take watercolor now and go over my acrylic sky with some white watercolor because I don't want it to cover it at all. I just kind of want to create almost like a sheen, because these are supposed to be clouds, you know what I'm saying? So I just kind of feel like it needed to look a little bit more like a cloud. Oh, the exercise ball's making noises. Sorry. So I'm literally just like a tiny bit because I wanted to kind of soften this up in here a little. Ooh! See, that ball just keeps making all that noise. Okay. That needs more paint. I apologize that I am still painting and have such a short story today. Basically, I'm just kind of like going in where I know that I'm supposed to be having like more prominent clouds, and just sprinkling in this white watercolor to kind of like block the clouds out a little bit more, I guess. It doesn't really look too different right now, probably to you guys, but to me, I like how it dries everything in like more of a blurred effect. This is also giving my sand time to dry, because then I need to go down here and I'm going to throw in some palm trees. And I'm going to throw Paylee in there. I haven't decided if I'm going to put her in her young form or if I want her with white hair. I think I want her with white hair. Thank you for the rose. I appreciate it. This needs more. This one barely looks like it got any help, so let's give it some help. Okay. Doing nature scenes is so forgiving when you have the shakes. I'm also trying to break up like this really dark spot I have in here for some reason. I don't know why, but it's like extra dark and gloomy over here. So let's break that up too. Okay, I'm almost done. I promise. Yeah. I'm gonna end it at that. Just kind of softened it up a little. Now, I think I'm going to use a paint pen for this portion, because it's just going to make my life a little bit easier. I'm just kind of straightening some of this up, mostly because I want to see how this pen is going to do over the top of the acrylic. Not bad, not bad. Ooh. I like it, I like it. Works pretty good. Alright, so on that note, now I have to figure out where I want my palm trees. I know I want a little one over here. But are you dry? You look dry. Oh, here. Alright, here goes nothing, I guess. This is such a big move. This one is going to be kind of further away, so it's going to be a smaller guy. A small guy. Okay. And this is supposed to be a silhouette, so we're going to fill this bad boy in. Kind of ASMR-y, I guess. You can hear the scratching. Right now for the leaves, which is the most concerning part. I'm like trying to make sure that they look as realistic as possible. The only thing is I feel like this pen, this paint pen, you have to like really be careful. Make sure that you're getting enough paint on the ends. Alright, well, shiza. I might have to switch over to a different... Oh! Never mind. We're good. We're good. We're good. I don't know why. That was like the first thing that came into my head. Okay. Do I know what I'm doing? No. I don't know what I'm doing at all. Okay, I'm just freaking winging it at this point. A tree! A palm tree. Okay. Now I'm gonna do a bigger one. Yeah, sure. Right here. Woo! I don't know what I'm doing. Apparently making the noises makes me feel better about it. That's what she said. Just what she proclaimed, like that one girl who does the old-fashioned. That's what she said. I love those. I love them. Okay. Now this one is supposed to be a little bit closer in proximity. So it's a little bit bigger. Which means I have to be more detailed. And I don't like that part. I'm always getting nervous. Nervous. Palm sweaty. Knees weak. Mom is sweater ready. Mom's getting nervous. Alright. So listen. Oh yeah, let me give it a little bit more texture. That's right, because we're up close. I forgot. Oh look, I don't even have to really fill in the parts in front of the rock. Because it's already black. Oh no. Give me more paint, please. Jack, can you stop looking at yourself? Okay. No! Don't you do this to me! I'm literally going to freak out! Okay, okay, we'll move on. Let's go to a leaf and see if it'll let me do a leaf. Kind of. Sure. You know what? I like the texture thing going on here, so we're just gonna roll with it. Alright. We're gonna be here for a minute, y'all. giving me such amazing texture though that I don't even care. Like, I might start using this for all of my palm tree-ish vibes. I like it. I like it. Ooh. I like that a lot, actually. I really like what's happening here. Okay, I guess we'll start going out this way. See, I got really quiet again. I keep doing it. I like get so into what I'm doing that I forget to even like say anything or breathe. It's cool. It's whatever. Okay. Okay, well, let's see if this will let me fill this in now that I've got some paint going on it again. Yeah. At least it's letting me fill it in down here. Don't know if it will the rest of the way. Alright, cool. I'm trying to keep this shorter than usual today since, you know, the story was so short. So I'm probably just... Okay. I don't have patience for that, so I'm just gonna get my little brush and some black paint and fill in this last little bit because it's literally driving me nuts. Ah! That was a lot. Well, I'll probably need it. So we're just gonna go for it. Nice. Okay. Now I'm gonna put Pele in here. I think I'm gonna put her. Actually, I don't really know yet. I also feel like I need to whoops. It's definitely not what I meant to do. I feel like I need to darken up the sand a little. I do use my fingers sometimes to I don't know, like create a texture where I notice that there are like spots that need stuff. I don't know. Probably shouldn't use my fingers, but I do anyway. Because why not? might be some, rocks and pebbles and things all along the beach. Alright, okay, I gotta stop. Now, cool, have you seen this scene in real life or is it from imagination? This is from my imagination. And, I feel like it's a generic sunset for the most part. And I am going to now make my painting ungeneric by throwing in hay. And I've decided to do the white-haired older woman version. I'm gonna give her a red dress. Now that's gonna be fun because I don't really paint people. And I have to imagine her in this dress. I think I'm gonna put her over here, facing the water. So this is her dress. She's really small in comparison to the rest of the painting. My bad. Hold on. Let me brighten this up a little. Yeah. Alright, there she is. Now, I do still have some white paint. I'm just mapping out her dress and her hair first because I feel like that's gonna give me my best option here. I'm gonna mix it with a little tiny bit of black so that it makes more of a gray first, and then I'll go back in with white because just, and her hair is flowing in the wind. Ooh, actually and then, I'm gonna go in. Really, I just stuck my hand in straight up paint. Now I'm going to go in with a little bit of paint. Kind of give her a face, not really. And give her and then I'm going to get a little bit of green to give her the piece. I almost forgot to grab the green. Okay, she's so little over here in this corner. Can I get green without squeezing it out? Is the question. Okay. Yay! There she is. Let me tone down this light a little bit so there's not as much of a glare. And you guys can see, oh, where I got paint on the thing. All right. Ta-da! There's Haley down in the corner. And that is the scene for you. And that concludes our Hawaii episode. It was super duper short, and I plan on circling back to it later on. Like I said, with my 50 States of Strange, I just want to make sure that we start off hitting every state first so they all get included. And then once every state has had a turn, we can just go talk about whatever we want. So, yeah. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I will not be doing an episode probably till the end of July. There's going to be like a couple weeks where I'm just not going to be doing the episode. I'll probably be doing a live painting before then, but it probably won't be episode specific. We shall see. But thank you guys for watching, and if you didn't get to watch everything, you can go to my YouTube channel, Azazel's Road Trip, and watch from where I began to where I ended, and you can check out all the other episodes for the states that I've done so far. Bye-bye.